Kim Kardashian is exactly who you thought she was. Kim Kardashian has been a problematic white woman for over a decade. She and her family have been pop culture staples, and they've been accused of cultural appropriation countless times. It's that insensitivity as well as the blatant racism that's made a lot of black folks say, we just don't mess with them. And Kim seems to know that, because she spent the last couple of years crafting her image to present herself as feminist and woke. She's still unabashedly self-obsessed, but she wants us to know that her heart is in the right place. This goes back to 2014 when she discovered racism still exists after having a mixed-race baby. And then in 2016, she wrote an open letter supporting Black Lives Matter after the deaths of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile. More recently, she's used her money to get legal aid for two black women who've been unjustly incarcerated, Alice Marie Johnson and Centoya Brown. And all that stuff is great, like, that's what she should be doing. But I believe firmly that our real selves come out in times of conflict. And last weekend, she showed her entire ass, no pun intended. Donda's House, a community organization located in the south side of Chicago, released a statement distancing itself from Kanye's pro-Trump comments because of course they've gotten blowback. And they still need donors to help them continue their work. Now they need those donors because Kanye, who is a co-founder of the organization named after his late mother, does not contribute. Their statement was honestly great. It was professional and harmless. Then Rhymefest, who's a Kanye collaborator and a co-founder of the organization, and whose wife runs the organization, fired off some spicy tweets. But honestly, he's trying to get money for the kids, so who cares? The whole thing was just really sad until Kim decided she needed to insert herself in typical white woman fashion. In a series of tweets, she lashed out. Instead of providing receipts to disprove Rhymefest's claims, she mocked his shoes, said he wasn't relevant, and most egregiously, she threatened to take this organization run by Chicagoans and give it to her wealthy children, the oldest of which is 4. It was the epitome of an uninformed, entitled meltdown. One side of this dispute is talking about funding programs for hundreds of kids in Chicago. The other side is talking about fame. How disgusting can you be? And not to mention that Rhymefest has won Grammys and an Oscar, things Kimberly will never have. Now, after a wave of blowback, Kim came back to clarify that neither she nor Kanye contribute to Donda's House because of mismanagement and lack of performance, which is, again, corporate language. But the organization's alumni and community say that that's not true. It's pretty clear that Kanye abandoned the organization that bears his mother's name, and Kim didn't care until Kanye's brand was under attack. And it all just goes to show how phony Kim is. I'm sure she cares about some stuff, but it all comes back to branding and being a bad bitch. Because if that weren't the case, why do none of these clapbacks include a commitment to making sure those kids get whatever they need no matter who is running the organization? Why not say that she will go to Chicago herself to make sure that Donda West's legacy is protected? Why haven't droves of people in Chicago come out to talk about all the work Kim and Kanye have done in their city? Where is your work? Kim and Kanye just named their baby Chicago, but where is he? Somewhere with Candace Owens wearing a MAGA hat. And since Kim appears to be the one with money in that partnership, it's her responsibility too. And not to mention the ridiculous and toxic messaging of ending that rant with, "I will always ride for my man." She can ride right on into the gutter. Being quiet was always an option, but Kim decided she wanted to be basic and talk about money and fame when this is actually about getting resources to people who are the least served. These are the situations where your true politics show up. This would have been a great opportunity for Kim to show us the new her, but that woman hasn't changed. It's the same flat tummy tea hawking shallowness that we've been getting for 10 years. And that's a mess. Please donate to Donda's House. Links are below. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to help us continue this work, become a donor on our Patreon or make a one-time donation. And be sure to join us for events for Black women across the country called Black Girls Gather. I'll see you there.